Hi there, and welcome to The Works. I'm Ben Peltier.
And I'm Ben Shape. Later in the show, an artist, some of whose work makes use of materials from the human body, including hair. He's Gu Wenda.
In our studio, we'll have clarinet music from Johnny Fong and pianist Jacqueline Lee.
And a look at life in modern-day Iran in the Oscar-winning A Separation. Gary Pollard reviews it.
Before all that, though, the Buddha in art. For the opening exhibition in its new center, Transforming Minds, Buddhism in Art, the Asia Society is looking at the many ways in which the Buddha has been portrayed.
Located in the heart of Admiralty, the former British Explosives magazine compound was built in the mid-19th century to store explosives. It consists of 4 military buildings, 3 of which have been designated Grade 1 historical structures. The site's been unused since the 1980s, but now it's been given a new lease of life. After 7 years of building and $400 million worth of investment, the heritage site's been restored and has become the Hong Kong Jockey Club former Explosives magazine. It now houses the Asia Society Hong Kong Centre. Open to the public, the new centre provides venues and facilities for arts and cultural activities and educational programs.
We're standing right now at the point where we can enter the heritage compound. Now, this would not have been where people entered it, but this is where the explosives would have entered it. And if you can see down by my feet, you'll see that the track starts here, and that was connected with an aerial ropeway right behind me that literally brought explosives up from the harbor. And actually, this is a very good spot for understanding the site.
Built between 1863 and 1868, the former magazine A, which used to store explosives, is now a gallery space. Former magazine B, built between 1906 and 1907 and previously used to store ammunition, is now the 105-seat Miller Theatre. The former laboratory, where explosives were once mixed, is now offices and conference rooms.
We're looking at 4 Navy boundary stones. And these are the 4 stones that were originally within the heritage compound. And they have been moved to this particular area so that visitors can better appreciate them. They're a wonderful thing to see because they remind us that this particular historic compound or heritage compound moved from being owned, operated by the Army to being owned and operated by the Navy.
Last month, the centre opened with an inaugural exhibition, Transforming Minds, Buddhism in Art. 13 traditional artworks dating to the late 2nd century are from the Rockefeller collection of the Asia Society Museum in New York. The exhibition also includes the works of 6 contemporary artists, also drawing inspiration from the religious and philosophical tradition.
The combination in this exhibition, Transforming Minds, Buddhism in Art, of both historical pieces alongside works that were created in recent times by contemporary artists, is something that we really wanted to do here at Asia Society because it does certainly speak to this idea of continuity and change. But I think more importantly, what it does is allow people to think in different ways about Buddhism.
The traditional works feature a variety of styles of representing the Buddha. Since his first visit to Tibet in 2005, Chinese artist Zhang Huan has been incorporating Buddhism into his works. These 2 sculptures are made from incense ashes collected in a temple near his Shanghai studio.
这样的材料跟我们平时看到的传统的中国画的水墨 我们的雕塑的这些古典雕塑的这个铜或者石头，包括油画，它不一样的地方是，它有灵魂性，它是多少人的灵魂的聚集在一起的一个能量。我们的生活中，这个香灰在我们的生活当中，这个敬香拜佛这种仪式化到处可见，是我们生活的一部分。所以我们这个材料，它的对人的未来、对人的现状的一个祈祷、一个祈愿的改变很重要，对一般人。
American-Korean artist Michael Jew's Bodhi Obfuscatus combines a 3rd century Gandharan Buddha statue with a multimedia installation. He surrounds the head of the statue with more than 50 surveillance cameras, each filming every 3 seconds. The live images are then put onto monitors and mirror reflections.
In a lot of my work, there's an idea of perspective and fragmentation, and I think in this case the idea of fragmentation is nothing without kind of evoking the idea of things reunifying, coming back together again. In this piece, I really wanted to use contemporary art as a lens, more of a surrogate for our own eyes and our own perspective. I thought perhaps by looking at a sculpture from the past, we could get so close to it that we almost identify and lose our own ego and our own identity and merge it through the use of mirrors with that of the sculpture, and therefore kind of bring together our current identity with our past identity.
The tales say he was the son of a king, raised in a palace with every imaginable luxury. He was called Siddhartha Gautama, a prince among a clan of warriors.
Co-presented with the Robert Ho Family Foundation, Transforming Minds, Buddhism in Art also includes the first International Buddhist Film Festival, which starts this Friday.
There'll be 12 premieres of films that have never been shown in Hong Kong. And we think that this is a really accessible way, and in some cases, rather entertaining way for people to get in touch with Buddhism, with the philosophy, and with the underlying religious and spiritual aspects of Buddhism. But again, using the modern medium of film, which I think for many people is a way that they can perhaps get in addition to this wonderful exhibition, they can get a feel for the Buddhist philosophy and way of life.